Hello everybody, this is Bubble here, and today we're doing a run tutorial. Yes, not just like open your Moon Animator, create a new animation, and just call it run, or this animation. Alright, now just press 9, or you could just press the plus sign over here in the top left of the GUI. So you just click that and then alright. Now that you have your rig all good, you can spin it, move it. Now it's the part where you pose the rig to make the animation go together and that stuff. Alright, so first of all, if you want to create a loop animation for like games and stuff, it would be different than just creating an animation that would move like this. For this animation that I'm making, it's not going to move, it's just going to run like this, basically. And yeah. So for first pose, mainly with run animations, you're going to have to make torso movement. So how you would do that? Supposedly, if you're running, you would tilt forward because you're trying to go as fast as you can. Now, when you run, your torso moves where your leg is stepping your front leg. Your torso moves to face where your front leg is. So supposedly, if your torso is facing this way, you would move the leg over here. If you were facing the other way, leg would go there. Alright, let's post the torso, or this one I'm just gonna put it like that. Just don't put it too much because then it gets really like exaggerated and it doesn't really look nice. It looks super cartoony and stuff. Alright, so when you're running, your legs don't go like boom boom boom. When you're running, your legs go straight, so you can just use the rotation tool to rotate it into the correct order. Alright, so when you do the loop one, the first pose is always going to be at the 0 of the timeline. 0 of the timeline, alright? Next, you're just going to, if you're in a walking, you would put it like that, right? No, when you're running, would put it a little bit more, because you're running actually, yeah, you're just running. And then, same for the other leg. Yep. Just like that, that's good for beginners. Alright, so you're not looking at the ground while running, you're not like, or if you're going to like make a run animation, you don't want the person's head bobbling everywhere. You want it looking straight right into there. So like, if you're running, this should be kind of straight, yeah. Alright, for the arms, they're like walk animations, but they're kind of different. I'll show you what I mean later on in the video. Yeah, and then you just like, you could use the rotation axis to make it look cooler and stuff. But normally, you could just do this if you want to, but once you get better, you'll start learning the techniques such as like that, like rotate it towards the body and stuff. Alright, so look at that. Looks like it's running, right? Alright, for the next pose, this is very important for the next pose. You're gonna move about 15. Yeah, 15 is good. You're just gonna press G so it can, because when you press G, it sets it to automatic on regular where it already was. And you can just bring it up a little, not a lot, because it looks weird if you do it a lot. Now the head, you could just press G again, so look. But when you're running, you don't move your back all the way, so you could just tilt it forward. Yeah. Okay, now for the legs. The legs, you could just rotate back to its normal looking position, and so like it would look normal if you're walking. And this part is really crucial. This leg would be going back slightly, or going back slightly. Yep, going back slightly. A little more. Alright, for the other leg, this is very, very important. You need to note this when you're making a run animation. What I call this is the in-between step. Okay, so normally you would just do this, right? You would just do that. When you're running, you would just, it's similar. Yeah, it's very similar. Except the leg is going a little bit forward so that when you're running, it looks like, oh, I forgot to put it in normal position. Alright, yeah, a little forward. And yeah, the reason, okay, so the reason it is a little is because when you run, basically, you get off the ground, you're like pushing every step. This is what that step is, you're pushing off the ground. Boom, 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 you're pushing. Or for these, you could just put them, right, for this step, for the arms, go in the opposite direction a little. So that's what makes it a little smooth. Alright. Yep, just like that. Now it looks good. Sorry. Okay. Now you could just move on to 30 keyframes. You could just drag it from, and now this is the tricky part. Now you get to place. Now you gotta bring your leg down. Gotta bring it down. I would just do this. I would copy the keyframe from the earlier, from like this part. I would copy the torso. I would copy this and then move it into 30. So Shift C, Shift V, boom, and then you just rotate it the other way. Yeah. And of course, just move the head so it doesn't look bobbly and all sorts, you know. Basically, alright. For the legs. The legs are a bit tricky on this one since you're doing the torso movement, they're going everywhere. To prevent this, you can just move them to like places. The head. See, this is what happens with the head. It makes it slightly look odd even though it's a good animation. You always notice something is wrong. Alright, so you could just like that. Now just put your legs down. Remember from the last step. And then just raise your leg up. Okay, now this part, just continue with the motion. Continue with the motion. Boom, continue with the motion. It doesn't look the best. Or, see, look. So when your torso moves, the legs move. To prevent this, you can like... You can also move this one. Yeah, you can also lift the knee up on this one. This is what you do for an animator. You look at the steps and you acknowledge what you could do more and what your problem is. Of course, the run animation isn't finished, but this is the basics of the run animation technique that many animators use. And then you could just select this by clicking on the left middle button, Shift C, Shift V onto the 45, because I'm going by 15s, and you basically want all the keyframes to be equal so they're smooth. And then just do the same steps. So it's kind of like rinse and repeat kind of thing, but you're making major adjustments that will change the animation's appearance. I'm also gonna control C and control V the head, because yeah. Alright, so the legs. As shown here, you're going to move the front one slightly back. Remember, slightly back. Alright. That looks weird, doesn't it? Okay. Boom, slightly back. Good as it should. Now, as you see for this one, the one in the back comes up as the knee. See, as like you boom, brings it up, stomp. And then brings it up. Alright. Put it for, oh wait, it's on the other side. Alright, so the leg back. This one. Look at this leg. Boom. Now, you just need a... Oh, oops. Sorry about that. Just put it straighter. Yeah, kind of like this. And then lift it up a bit. And you can just adjust the legs. Yeah, see how good that looks? And then you could just copy and paste the other one from here. And then to 60. And then the loop button This is what you guys been asking in the comments. Where's the loot button? If you look over here, you see the loot button here. You can click it. Ooh, you got yourself a basic running animation. Wait a second. I've committed to several mistakes. Okay, I'm very, very sorry. I'm lazy and I don't want to redo this, but when you do this, the front arm goes, alright, sorry, just like this. Alright, like this. Yes, so like this. This is the correct way. This is not the correct way. See how the arms are? The arms are the problem. The arms do not go in the front where the legs go up front. They go back when the legs go front. Arm back, leg front. Alright, that's it for this tutorial. Hope you enjoyed and learned. Comment down below what you want to see next. I know. Also, don't forget to join my Discord. I show cool animations and stuff.